Jeah Huma ×2. Hey, it's Brainmuffin back with another beer review, and here we have from Shorts Brewing. They have some really incredible high grab beers that I got in a sampler, and I'm finally getting to them. Got them when so this is a double IPA. This is all yeah to the face, or all Jeah to the face. I don't know if it's a J. I don't know if it's trying to be German or what. But what's interesting is Huma ×2. They have a Humaculous IPA made from a lot of Huma hops, and I'm expecting that this is that same recipe doubled, or more or less. So I think it's 10.5% or 10.4, so it's a nice high grab beer. It should be a nice double IPA. 95 on the IBUs, according to Untapped. Oh, and it's just a hot bomb. This ought to be nice and thick and gritty. It ought to just kind of take you. I'm expecting that this is going to be. I had another one of their high grab beers, and it was kind of warm, even though it was only like 9.5% or something like that. But it was unexpected. So that's a really fast fermentation. I'm expecting the same thing here. Oh my goodness, the malt backbone on this is unbelievable. You can just smell the malt sweetness and the hop bitterness just kind of dance around your nose just as you smell it. Hints of pine. I get really heavy pine on a lot of these IPAs. Oh, that doesn't disappoint. Oh my goodness. It's a lot smoother than I thought. There's a little bit of alcohol warming from the 10.5 to 10.4%, but not bad. The 95 IBUs is really tempered well with the sweetness of the malt that's not fermented. Oh my goodness. If that was on draft, that would be so smooth. You could drink these and get bent off your rocker and not even know it, other than the alcohol warming. Man, that is smooth just out of the bottle. Normally doubles and triples are not very smooth out of the bottle. Like Stone's Ruination, man, on draft it's so smooth. 90-minute IPA from Dogfish Head, I've had that on draft, and it is so smooth, but so high in alcohol. I'd love to have 120 on draft, but I don't think they released it that way. I can't imagine what a 6-barrel would cost. It'd probably retail for $300. I mean, that stuff's like $4 a bottle, 12-ounce bottle. So good night. Oh, that is so good. I am not one to give out 5s very often, and because I don't know if this is on draft, and I know it would be better on draft, but still, slight bottle conditioning. I mean, I could be nitpicky and take a 1/4 point off for the lack of head retention, and the slight warming from the alcohol. You know, ferment a little slower and you won't get that, but at 10.5, almost 10.5%, it's tough not to be. But it's got a nice golden color. You know, it's got the yellow golden color. It's a slight haze from the yeast, which is just perfect. It could do with a little bit better carbonation, but man, I mean, to take a 1/4 point off would be nitpicking the crap out of this beer. This is fantastic. Man, I think I have another bottle too. I can't remember. But my goodness, because I hadn't checked in. The ones that I've had, I have checked in already. But my goodness, that's fantastic. And somebody, when I did my smoked beer review and gave it a 5, the Orbach from Schlinkkeller, I had somebody made a comment and say, you didn't smell the beer enough, because I smelled a lot because it was so good. But there you go, Coach Loudy. You want to know what a 5 beer does to me? That one was a 5. Well, this one's a 5. It's fantastic double IPA. It has just the right amount of bitterness. Again, like I said, I could take a 1/4 point off if I want to nitpick the crap out of the alcohol warming and the lack of head retention. But really, I bet you if I drink this down and swirl it, it's going to be fantastic on the head. So to me, that's just a real nitpicky. I mean, you can have a bottle that just has a little bit of soap residue in it or something like that, and it'll affect the head retention. So that is really being nitpicky and really really going overboard with it. I mean, really, if I was judging the beer, I probably would. I'd say, yep, there's 2 little things here. It's going to go down a 1/4 point. But man, that short of being a beer judge, that is a fantastic. If you want a double IPA that's smooth, that has the right amount of bitterness, the right amount of very good balance, right? It's not so hoppy that it knocks your teeth off, and it's not so sweet that it feels like you didn't put any hops in it. So it's a big malt bill, a big hop bill, and it has a really good balance. As far as pairing this beer, I would not pair this with actual food. Now, if you have a high alcohol content, you can take a lot of alcohol or drink. There's a lot of calories here. So really, this is something to sip around, have in an evening watching television or something. Just kind of sip on, have some finger foods, cheeses, some light chips. I wouldn't like do Doritos or something. You're going to have some flavor profiles that are really going to clash. But just something to clean the tongue. So this is the beer. This is the flavor you're concentrating on, and everything else kind of goes around and builds off of that. So that is fantastic, and I really I would put this in a snifter. I'd put it in something that could hold probably 16 or 17 ounces, so that you can have probably get better head retention, and then all that aroma to your nose would just be fantastic. So thanks for clicking like, thanks for sharing, thanks for retweeting. I've had several people retweet Independent Thinker. Thank you very much, and we will see you next time. Bye. E pluribus. No, I'll do that when I have WCBS t-shirt on. All right, so what do we have? Yeah. Jeah. Imperial Double. Jiminy Christmas.